This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of June 18, 2018. How's the noise level been for you lately? Have your emotions been pulled into it? Have you witnessed grown professional people getting so worked up over an issue that they burst into tears? Well, maybe we all haven't had anything quite that extreme, but there have been a lot of messages hitting extremely close to home, bits of information really whipping up emotions, opening hearts, causing people to speak and act from the heart. And that really flows this week. This week, Mercury, the planet of communication, travels in an easy flow with Jupiter, the guy who ups all the action, and Neptune, the most unhinged, transcendent, and magical influence in the sky. If you have managed to schedule a vacation this week, did you ever time it right? And if you didn't, well, just be aware that enormous sensitivity is flowing through everything right now. And we have multiple easy openings to discuss things that matter to us, to express emotion, to have caring and nurturing conversations, and to pull incredible inspiration down. If you're a creative type, this could be an amazingly, I'm not going to say productive, but amazingly triggering week with things just falling into your being. Dreams could be off the charts, and ESP will definitely be an epidemic. So you may as well assume that people can read what you're thinking, because we're all broadcasting and we're receiving with such empathy and interconnectedness that we're all picking up each other's stuff, whether we want to or not. Makes me think of a Scorpio woman I met who repeatedly said to me, "Stop thinking so loudly," which I thought was hysterical because I wasn't intentionally trying to transmit anything to her. We could have our own personal parallels to that going on all over the place this week. Now, all of this water energy does carry the potential for people feeling really sorry for themselves, for feeling like you're about to drown. And do pay attention if you find yourself heading that way. Take breaks, take care of yourself. Do not expect somebody else to come and save you. That is not likely to happen. Instead, what's more likely is to get a new vantage point on your relationship to power and your relationship to your own personal demons. You might get a taste of what's still floating around inside of you and what you give power to or don't give power to. And you may see that simply by putting light on an issue, a phobia, a concept, it takes different contours. Kind of like when you're a kid and the shadows are spooky and you think you see a monster in a room, and then in the morning you see that it was really just the way the curtain was moving, that there really wasn't something there. This energy colors the solstice, which happens on June 21st, which means it's going to be a background program running for the entire season, summer in the northern hemisphere, winter in the southern. Issues of the past could permeate the experience. Mars is sitting on the south node of the moon right now, perhaps bringing issues up that made you angry before, perhaps inviting men you knew before, maybe simply inspiring you to tackle your default behaviors. And this happens with Venus opposite it. Venus sitting on the north node of the moon. Venus in Leo, which likes to be seen, likes to be dramatic, is warm-hearted and generous, wants to shine, wants to let her flare, grow and grow. In a purely political way, this could indicate that women stepping into their power and being their most outrageous, flamboyant selves are going to go head-to-head against men. And the way of the individual, the way of the flamboyant, outrageous, self-actualized, warm-hearted and generous, feminine is the way of the future. And as we cruise into the weekend, you'll have a lot to think about. You'll be thinking with your feelings, feeling with your thoughts, big conundrum. And you will probably get a vision of change that isn't quite here yet. But you could see it as a possibility. The homing thought of the week, let me speak my heart. The song of the week, I Can Hear Music by the Beach Boys. And the image of the week is a little kid who is scared of the green monsters in the closet. And his parents come in and turn on the light, and he sees that there's nothing there. To learn more about all this, please visit my site, Empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list, book a session with me, and order my Uranus in Taurus guide, which will give you a heads up of what's coming in the next 7 to 8 years with information for each sign. And if you do enjoy these podcasts, please support my site by ordering a guide. Talk to you next week.